Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of LMG Presents Marvel Multiverse RPG. That's the Marvel role-playing game that we have been playing, and we are on an adventure, on a good adventure in New York. My name is Jordan, and I am the narrator. I'm also joined today by, the cast that we've been going on this adventure with. So we have Ethan playing as Stormshade. Ethan, tell us a little bit about Stormshade and what he can do.
Storm Shade is has a sentient sword that kind of instructs him on what to do. He has electricity and teleportation powers.
All right. And then we also have Josh playing as Blazer. Josh, tell me a little bit about Blazer and what he can do.
Yeah, Blazer's a mutant with energy manipulation powers. He can shoot beams of energy and can make cages and barriers out of it.
And we have David playing as Blackjack. David, tell us a little bit about Blackjack.
Now that Blackjack is back in the game after some rigorous training, his abilities have kind of been honed. So the last time you guys heard from me, I had a set of dice that allowed me to do specific moves per amount of turns. Well, no pun intended, but no dice are needed. So now he has a plethora of powers that are drawn out by a deck of cards he keeps with him at all times.
There we have it. That's our cast for this adventure. And so I'm just going to go ahead and hop right into it. I'm starting with a recap and we will proceed. So the group they managed to capture the Demolisher, and they also met with Daredevil. Daredevil told the group that he can handle the Demolisher, but there are two other critical things going on right now. Piledriver is currently tearing up the hospital, while Wrecker is ravaging the Lincoln Tunnel. The heroes choose to take on the leader of the group and go in the Lincoln Tunnel. After a series of, a series of what we rescued some civilians, a water tunnel start to really cave in. It was looking real dim for our heroes, but they managed to take down Piledriver right before, not Piledriver, sorry. Who was the name again? I literally forgot. Yeah, Piledriver.
R-
Wrecker.
Wrecker? Yeah,
Yeah,
we just took
yeah,
down the
Wrecker.
Wrecker.
Yes, there's too many members in this group. So we took down Wrecker right before the tunnel flooded, and we are currently sitting outside of the tunnel. So, Blazer and Blackjack. So you guys currently rescued, just rescued a bunch of civilians, as well as saved the bad guy actually. So Daredevil kind of walks up to you. He just appears out of nowhere because it's Daredevil. It's actually starting to become night. It's around 6 o'clock p.m. So the sun is starting to set right now. So it's starting to get a little dark. So he comes up to you and he asks you guys a couple questions. Um, he asks you, what do you think the purpose of these attacks were?
Honestly, it feels like a distraction.
Yeah, sounds like somebody's trying to spread us out over the city.
Yeah, just keep us chasing instead of figuring out what's going on. And we know the wrecking crew, they're never the masterminds behind anything.
He's wondering, it's like, I don't understand, like, what are they gaining out of it? Like, what's the profit for them? And more importantly, like, where are the last members of the crew? Like, I think there's still one more out there. Well, actually, we know they're at the precinct. And so as you guys are like sitting there talking, Jay Fury kind of comes over the radio and he tells you guys that you guys need to get to the precinct right now. Police officers are engaged with a member of the wrecking crew. So I'm gonna get you guys back on the map so we can take a look at like where we're at and how far it takes to get there. So currently we're in the Lincoln Tunnel, which is between 40th West 40th Street and Highway 495, looks like.
Yep.
So we got to get all the way up to the precinct.
Is it the precinct now? Last time you said it was the hospital. They are right next to each other though, so it could be.
Oh, hang on. Is it the hospital? It is. Oh, sorry. It was the precinct. Sorry.
Okay, let me
Okay.
change my notes real quick. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. So I think that I'm pretty sure the hospital is where we fought. Oh, you know what? You are correct. We still have a couple more places to go.
Because we beat the
Like,
Demolisher down south.
Yeah, that was at engine 34, I think.
Yes, engine 34, ladder 21. And then we decided we had the Lincoln Tunnel and the hospital, and the tunnel was kind of not really on the way to the hospital. So we went there first. And then now we got to go all the way up north.
okay. Yeah, so we'll have to head to the police station. So that's quite a bit of ways away.
Mhm.
So as you guys are basically going there, um, you guys pull up. Let me get you guys on the map. Oh, my bad. I went to the wrong map. So you can drop your tokens. Let me get you guys. You guys are coming from the street.
It's just black to me.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. Now we can see like the street and the parking lot down here.
Okay, okay. And then Blackjack, you are going to come from this way. If I can, oh wait, let me get this. So on the way to the precinct, you guys are currently, you guys know, sorry, let me back up. You guys were told to go to the precinct by Jay Fury. Jay Fury also informed you that he's sending a newly revised Blackjack. So Blackjack basically Quinjet comes kind of zooming in, and he does like the superhero landing, hit the ground, dust and everything kind of goes away. It kind of comes out, and he kind of rises from there. Let me get these guys revealed too. Okay. And then you guys can pull your characters onto the map.
So we are going to the precinct, not the hospital, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Okay. So you guys hear gunshots in distance as you guys are basically come running up. You see police officers squaring off what you see as uh a giant man kind of in a lot of armor. How do you guys want to respond to this?
You said a giant man in armor?
Yeah, he is
And,
covered in armor.
and he's the one, I
He
guess, attacking
he
or
looks like he's the one causing trouble. So at the precinct, you see cars flipped over. You see kind of the building has a bunch of holes in it, and this guy looks like he's mean business. Police are shooting at him, but of course, none of their bullets are kind of penetrating him. Uh,
Do we see anybody, like any police officers that are like hurt in the immediate vicinity?
not currently right now. So there's basically a car in between them. I probably should have scooted them over a little bit, but there's a car in between them, and they're just kind of like hiding behind the car, kind of shooting at him right now, and he's just like laughing maniacally, talking trash right now.
I would teleport to whichever cop seems to be in charge and try to get some sort of idea of like what's going on. I mean, it's pretty obvious that this dude is causing problems, but you gotta ask questions first, I guess.
Okay, so you're coming right behind the three cops right there.
Sure. And just be like, hey, like, what do you need us to do? Like, we're
Yeah,
here.
and I assume the rest of the group is kind of coming up as well.
yeah, we'll come up behind, or I will.
So yeah, he informs you that it was just a regular day, and out of nowhere, this giant man just comes crashing through the building, and they tell you that he's also not alone. There's another person in the inside, and he looks like he means business. As you guys are talking to the police officer, I need everybody to do an agility check with a target number of 13. You see that the giant man has a car above his head. He's about to hurl it at you, and he literally yells out, "No one can stop the bulldozer." Zatu, the narrator, appears as the battle goes on. No other character can see him on the battlefield, but you, the listener, are able to hear his voice. He tells you, Bulldozer, born Henry Camp, is a character who has immense strength. All his powers are melee based, and he is 6'4", 325 pounds, and he is part of the Wrecking Crew. Abandoned on a trash heap when he was only 2 days old, Henry Camp grew up in an orphanage. Following a dishonorable discharge from the U.S. Army, he turned to a life of crime. After being picked up by burglary charges multiple times, he was sentenced to an extended stay on Rikers Island.
Is this combat or non-combat?
This will be non-combat.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry, actually combat because they're
Okay.
yeah.
And you said agility check.
Yep. So he's throwing the car at you right now, and we're gonna see if you're able to dodge out of the way.
It's a 16 for me.
Would this be considered an agility attack?
Yes, there's gonna be an agility attack.
So I can use my melee instead, which is great.
Okay, so Storm Shade got a 20. You were able to get out 16.
16. The 20 was me testing it earlier before we
Okay,
started.
my
So
bad.
12, 16, 16.
Okay.
So
Blackjack, actually, oh,
I have
what's up?
I have slow motion dodge. So technically he has trouble throwing it against me.
Okay, so well, this one, this is just like a regular, like this isn't like an attack where he has to roll dice. This is you trying to react to get out of the way.
Oh, it's a reaction. Okay, never mind.
Yes. Do you have any? I was gonna say, do you have any traits or anything, or if you have a reaction, feel free to use your reaction because this is coming right at you right now too.
No, and I haven't drawn any cards yet, so I'll have to stick with my 12.
Would you say we're a team by now?
Yeah, you guys are definitely a team. Yes.
Okay. I could use one of my reactions to help a teammate. Someone on the same team as the character. If they fail an action check, so I guess we need to know if he failed it or not. The teammate gains an edge on the action check. If his 12 would have failed, he gets an edge and gets to re-roll something.
Yes. So the 12 did fail, so you can re-roll.
13.
13, that's perfect. So we'll start at the top. So Blazer, tell me how you got out of the way of this car.
Yeah, just jump and to kind of like a diving roll just to stay low and stay underneath the car. This guy's chunking at us.
And then Storm Shade, how are you getting out the way?
Because I use my melee, like my strength, instead of agility, I would just cut a quick like V through a piece of the car that was going to hit me. Just like cut out the corner and just slice it and just kind of stay where I'm at.
Nice.
And then give Blackjack a kick to the side to help him get the fuck out of the way.
Yeah, without that kick, you would have felt it.
Yeah, he cuts the V, sends a piece towards me, and then I feel a kick from the side as I roll and look at him with a nod of approval.
Welcome back, kid.
So now we'll go ahead and let me get the turn order in. So yeah, he threw cars at you. The police also scatter. What do you tell the police right now?
Take cover, help any civilians and stuff around. Like we'll take care of Chrome Dome.
Okay. Let me get the turn order up. They're gonna take your advice. They're gonna actually kind of get out the way. They see what's going on. They don't want any part of it. So they're gonna get out the way.
2 1s. Ugh.
Oh no, I didn't mean to add all the police officers. Okay. Blackjack, did you?
He rolled a 12. It just didn't go into the order.
Okay. Who has the highest? Let me add them to the order then. Who has the highest agility out of you two? That's how we'll determine, like, instead of re-rolling.
Mine's a 13.
Yeah, I only
Mine's
have a +2. Blazer, you beat us. You got a 13. He and I
Mine's
both got a 12.
Oh, you guys both got 12.
Yeah. Yeah, he goes before me. He's faster than me. I'm a strength guy.
Okay, let me roll for this guy.
Dang. Well, that makes
Damn.
sense. He is the main
5
villain.
marble and a 6.
19.
We already took down the leader of the crew. What the hell?
Facing a Juggernaut replica.
I thought the picture looked like Juggernaut too, but like a chrome version.
What's this guy's name again?
He is the bulldozer. Oh yeah. What do you guys I'm trying to get this turn order down. Do you guys want to ask any questions to him? You know his name is Bulldozer already.
Hmm.
Like in game, like, hey, what are you doing? Why are you
Yeah.
doing this? Or you
Yeah,
mean
sure.
like questions about the character's backstory and
E-
stuff?
either one. Or how did we decide to do it last time? Did we say do a was it a logic check?
Something like that.
Yeah, who would like to do a logic check to kind of know who this guy is?
Is it a logic check or is it ego
Not
check?
I think it would
Uh,
be logic because it's like
yeah,
just straight knowledge, not like
and
talking to somebody.
it'll be a target number. We'll give a target number of 12.
I'm a -3, so it shouldn't be me.
yeah, my
Uh,
logic's 0, so
I only got +1 in mine, so. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, okay, never mind. Insight.
I mean, do we all roll it or just one person?
Just one person is fine.
Okay. Whoever has good logic. It's not me.
Uh, Slight pause. So, difference between the two, narrator, just ego is a measure of the character's self-confidence, personal magnetism, and personality. That's why
Correct.
my ego set to a 14. If we're gonna ask him questions, shouldn't it be that?
No, this is
Uh,
just recalling knowledge like that like from the
Oh, okay,
past.
I got you.
We haven't
Wait, so we
actually
asking
talked
him?
to him yet. We're not asking him anything yet. This is
Okay,
just a
gotcha.
past knowledge thing.
yeah, this is just
Oh,
the
well,
yeah.
shoot, I'll roll just the roll then. And
So you'll need a 12.
nope, 11.
Ooh. So I was gonna give you a little stats on him, but
it's a fantastic
oh, it is a
fail.
fantastic.
So
It's a
do we
fantastic.
does that mean he's full of like wrong information about the guy?
I think this guy's the juggernaut.
Like, no, guys,
So
trust me, he's the
Fantastic
juggernaut.
failure. Trust me, I know this guy. I just did research. He's the juggernaut. He's got a weird paint job, but definitely the juggernaut.
so yeah, you can kind of see that he looks like a big guy. And if how about Blackjack, you did the check. How big would you think he is? How height wise, how tall would you think he is?
The man's at least 8'3".
Okay, how much you think he weighs?
Oh, he's pushing like 400.
Okay. So that's the stats you currently have on him, and that's all you kind of know about him. Blackjack, you tried to ask him you tried to see if you could recall who he was. You guys had some, I don't know, some
Right.
dossiers on the guy. And
So
oh, you gonna try to you can do a vigilant. Would you try to
This is me looking at Blackjack going, I think that's right.
okay,
how about okay, can I do an ego check and just ask this guy like, who are you and what are you doing?
yeah, sure.
Why are we all right?
We'll give a target number of 12.
All right, there's a 20.
Okay. I gotta work on that a little bit more. So you see him, actually Jay Fury, wait, what are you asking him? Or do you want to know about him?
Oh, we're asking Jay
So
Fury?
no, asking not Juggernaut.
Okay, what do you want to ask him?
Um what are you doing here? Who are you with?
He tells you, he yells at you, I'm with the wrecking crew. We came to destroy and mess up stuff. Simple, the simple
Wreck it.
stuff. I'm trying to think of something he would say. Let me look at his personality.
Part of the wrecking crew. We're here to wreck it. All right, bro. Chill. You know, we already took your leader down, right?
There's no way he took my leader down.
Oh yeah, that wrecker guy. Yeah, we just wrecked
And
him.
I saved his life. He was going to drown to death, and I saved his life. So you're welcome.
he doesn't believe a word you're saying. All you guys are doing is just making him angrier and angrier. And let's have one person make a vigilance check.
I got +4.
Yeah, you got me beat.
Okay.
David, what's your plus on vigilance?
3.
Okay, I'm gonna roll mine. And then, of course, I roll shitty. You're welcome.
Oh my God. All right. You know what? You guys just don't know anything about this guy.
We've been fighting all over
Like, we're
thinking
tired.
Hell's Kitchen all day. All right. I'm tired. I'm mad. I'm just about to stab this guy.
All right. So
I'm
he
over
just comes charging straight at you guys. So he's going first in the turn order. He rolled the highest. And okay, let me get my measuring out. He's going
I
for the.
just give him the rocks. Come at me, hand. Just bring it on.
So yeah, he actually runs full speed right at Stormshade. Stormshade is the closest person towards him. He runs directly at you, and he actually is going to try to. Uh, oh, actually, can he go one more? He has a run speed of 5. Yeah, so actually, he's going to run in between Stormshade and Blazer. He's going to try to grab you both using banging heads. And so banging heads, the character makes one melee check and against the melee defense of the 2 enemies within reach. If the attack fails against either one, it fails entirely. If an attack success against both foes, an enemy takes full damage, and on fantastic success, the enemies are also all known knocked prone. So
Question before we start doing
yeah,
stuff here. I'm assuming I'm accounting my reaction to help
that one didn't
Blackjack.
count. Yeah, you still have your reaction.
Okay, well I get 2 of them.
Okay,
Is why I asked that.
gotcha.
Uh,
Okay, yeah, the one you did the first time to help Blackjack,
was
like
not part of the combat yet.
correct. Yeah.
Okay, good deal.
All right. So he's gonna try to make an attack. So it's gonna be the melee check against both Stormshade and Blazer's melee defense. So I rolled a 16.
I'm gonna use a reaction to blink out of the way. Whoop.
So yeah, blinked out the way.
Teleport into a clear space. I can see up to my rank and spaces away. It was only 2, but I can move 3. If someone was about to attack me, if someone was about to attack me and they are now out of reach or line of sight, the attack automatically fails. And because it fails on me, it fails on Blazer.
All right. So he goes reaching out for you guys. You blink out of the way. Blazer, how are you getting out of the way?
Let's see, since I wasn't gonna be able to dodge, so really it's more I think of not Juggernaut trying to grab us both to bash our heads together, but then just completely whiffing when Stormshade disappears. It's really more I got lucky because Stormshade was able to
My
completely throw him off.
puff of smoke and like static electricity is like a octopus when they ink and get out of the way, and he just kind of
Hmm.
gets lost in the smoke, and Blazer just like kind of stands there as a hand goes by his face, and he's like, "Oh shit, that was close."
Okay. And that is his turn. Blazer, it is your turn.
All right. So okay, so he stopped like right next to me now, right?
Correct.
Um, so yeah, I'm going to fire my elemental burst. Yeah, I'm gonna fire my elemental burst at him.
Okay. Go ahead and read Elemental Burst.
Oh, so elemental burst. It's a ranged attack of energy. On a success, it does regular damage. On fantastic, it'll do double damage, and the my elemental special effect will be applied, which is blind for right? Yeah, blind for energy attack.
Okay. So it'll be an agility check, right?
Yep.
All right.
And I rolled a 20.
That is enough to hit. And then for damage before go ahead and tell us how you did it.
Yeah, so I kind of like after he whiffed trying to smash our heads together, I just turned and opened full force into this guy and shoot energy just straight into him, into his
Maya
suit.
Maya got him.
Okay. So he has one of his powers, it's a permanent. He has sturdy 3. So it is going to be damage reduction 3.
Okay, so it'd be 5 times 2 plus 5, so it'd be 15 damage.
Okay. And then what do you want to do for movement?
Then I'm going to take a few steps back, and at least get out of melee range of this guy.
hop over the wall or get behind a car or something.
Yeah, I think I may kind of hop behind this wall here. I do not want to be in grabbing range of him.
All right. It is now Blackjack's turn.
All right. After seeing the magnificent movements of my teammates, my eyes start glowing blue and I draw a card from my deck absolutely randomly. And man, I tell you, I cannot. I might as well just give myself one move set. I got resize object. So since I got resize object, let me go ahead and put that one on the screen.
Throw the
But
card. Make the card ginormous.
yeah, that is true.
But
I'm
then you would
going
lose
to,
that card, so yeah. Who
yeah,
knows?
I'm going to grab the vehicle that's been cut. I imagine it's right next to me if we just dodged it. So I'm going to grab the vehicle that's been cut and increase its size, throwing it.
In the way you like once you let it go, it resizes, right? I know
Yep,
we talked about this before. Okay.
yep. I have the strength to be able to move the car. I'm actually a lot stronger than I look. And then it's upon releasing it, car grows. Let's say he threw like a little like Honda Civic at us, and now it's the size of a Hummer. Let's go up a little bit. I don't want to kill the guy,
Yeah, so
and so it will be
it's
I
gonna be
guess
an
an
agility.
agility
Yeah,
check
it's
for
gonna be an
him.
agility check. So you got a 17, and yes, that is enough to hit him.
And did you say he doesn't take as much damage?
Yes, so it's gonna be sturdy 3. So the damage reduction is gonna be 3.
So instead of
So
4 times 3, it's 4 times 1 because you can't go below 1, right?
oh, you can because you got the plus right there.
So it's 4 times 0, so it's
Yeah,
just
then
three
plus 3.
damage.
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, that's going to
That's
be interesting.
yeah, that's
He's
Let
not going to
me
take any damage that way. Which I guess makes sense if he's a strength-based character or a rage monster like Juggernaut's not taking any damage from a car.
yeah, and I'm a double check as well.
But it should at least knock him backwards.
Well, he also has a uh he has something to keep him from being knocked back. So he actually has a power reaction. Uh oh no, he's sorry. Where's it at? He has oh yes, he has immovable. So it's a reaction.
um actually hold on just a second.
Yeah.
When calculating damage that an attack does to someone with damage reduction, reduce the damage multiplier by the amount of damage reduction, which we know is 3. If the damage multiplier is reduced to less than
Less than
1,
1, the attack
the
does no
attack
damage
does
at
no
all.
damage at all.
Okay. Yeah, I see it right now. I just pulled it up.
Yeah. So
So that one actually did no damage at
if
all.
you just have times 3, you literally can't hurt him with a physical attack.
Yikes.
And also, since that was a physical attack, he activates his trait, and he has the trait of Berserker. So the character often loses control anytime they take physical damage. Oh, actually, there was no physical damage taken because I took 0. So I'll just save that one actually. So you threw the card at him. It kind of hits him, and he literally looks at you and laughs. He said, "Wow, such a tiny little man throwing a tiny little, oh, actually throwing a big card. It did no damage to him." So he kind of just basically, knocked it out of the way with his hand. And then you have your movement as well now.
I'm going to retreat back a distance. See 2 spaces maybe. Up over and back. So I'm still in a line, like a straight line of sight from him. And then end my turn there.
Okay. It is now Storm Shady's turn.
I noticing and knowing my team, neither of them are really up close and personal kind of fellas. It usually comes upon me to be the guy standing next to the guy. So that's what I'm gonna do. Um, after he starts talking crap to Blackjack, I am gonna like teleport in front of him and quote one of the greatest movies of all time. I'll be your Huckleberry, and I'm gonna use Blink Barrage, which costs 5 focus, and I'll send it to the chat so you guys can read it. But for listeners, the character teleports several times in quick succession and winds up in a clear space they can see or have been to up to their rank and spaces away. Any attacks against me have trouble for 1 full round. So I literally just kind of poof in front of him and start going in and out of portals and stuff just all around him, just flashing back and forth everywhere. And that'll be my movement. And then my attack, I am going to don't think he's obviously not rank 1, so that's not going to do anything. I'm just going to slice away at this cat because I don't think Whirling Frenzy does anything special. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just going to take a signature attack with the Tempest Blade, and I get an edge on it because it's my signature attack. So I'm going to do that right there. 13, but I get to re-roll this one here. 15.
And that's a melee check.
Yes,
And
probably not enough.
hang on one second.
I cannot roll very
Yes,
well.
actually, that is enough. Yes.
It is. Oh, wow. Okay. So instead of 26 damage, it's going to be 4 times 2 is 8 plus 6 is 14 damage to him.
Okay. And then go ahead and tell us how you do it, or how you did, or did you already tell us?
Yeah, just while I'm kind of
Oh,
flashing
blinking
in and out all around him, just taking a cup, like several quick little stabs and minor cuts and stuff all around him to do the 14 damage.
So now, since he took damage, now Berserker activates. So the character offers loses control of their temper. Anytime they take physical damage, they must make an ego check with a target number equal to the amount of damage just done. If they fail, they go berserk and must charge full speed into combat within an enemy who hurt them. Being berserk gives the character an edge on all close attacks and adds +2 to their melee, resilience, and ego defense. However, it takes -2 from their agility, defense, and they cannot use ranged weapons. If the character defeats an enemy who hurt them, they must also charge the attack the next foe. At the end of the character's turn, they lose 5 focus. When the focus is reduced to the point where the character could not voluntarily spend any more focus, or there are no enemies in sight, the berserker state automatically ends. So I'm going to do an ego check, and I must do, what'd you do, 14, right?
Yes, 14.
So a check of 14.
You failed, so you have to come after me.
Yep. So he gets angry, little man blinking around. He's like swiping in the air trying to hit you, and you're just cutting him up a little bit. So now he's just going right for you.
Awesome.
So with
That's
that,
what we want.
now we're at the top of a new round. Since you're right next to him, he is going to and then at the end of the turn, I lose 5 focus. Okay. He is actually going to use defense stance. Oh wait, I have to go after you. Hang on. So he's getting all angry. He's going to use ground shaking stomp. So it cost me 10 focus. Okay. It costs 10 focus. The character makes a melee check and compares to the agility defense against every target within their range of reach. Any targets the attack succeeds against takes half regular damage. On a fantastic, they take full and knock prone. So I'm going to make a melee check and compare it to yours, and he's going to get a +2 for the melee score. So
okay.
So then add 2 to that is going to be 16.
Yeah. Let me double check something here.
And what's the range on that? Basically, would he be able to reach me?
His reach
rank,
plus his rank. So what's his?
So what is the reach?
Normally, unless he has something special, it's just 5, like 5 feet or 1
so
square.
5 times. So he's ranked 3. 5 times 3.
2, 3.
So
So
15.
it would get to you.
Yeah. Okay.
And then
It might
it'll
get to
also
blackjack.
it's also going to
It won't get
Has to be
blackjack.
just
It'll
out of
just
reach.
get it'll
Yeah.
just get Blazer. Sorry, I went blank there. Um, I am going to use my reaction here to do something, but I can't decide which one I want to do. I can't do that one. Oh, he has trouble against me, by the way.
Oh yeah. So let me. Okay, so then the 16 is going to be for Blazer, and
Yeah,
I'm gonna re-roll the
Okay.
trouble,
get
the
that 5 out of
highest.
here.
So
Dodge state.
Aw.
Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna use 5 more focus, and I'm gonna do. Or wait, I think it's 5. Let me double check. I hate that the powers are not in any sort of order, and it always changes.
Oh wow, yeah.
It's so frustrating. Yeah, 5 focus. I'm gonna use elemental protection. While I'm wielding the Tempest Blade, I can use elemental protection as a reaction. The character protects themselves with their element. Any attacks against them that do 10 points of damage or less are instantly absorbed, and the protection continues. And attack does more than 10, which it will because it does like 19 or whatever it was. It destroys the protection. Either way, the character remains unharmed.
Okay.
So
So
as like
then,
the wave of him like stomping and like that wave comes out, I just kind of like stab my sword into the ground, and the electricity against his like wave of force just kind of equals out, and it holds me in place.
Well, but also on the in the ground stacking shot stomp, any targets the attack succeeds on take half regular damage.
Yes, you'd only take half the damage that he did anyway.
So if he did 19,
so then what?
you would take less than 10.
Yeah, so it'd be less than
Oh,
10.
so
it'd
I
be
would
8.
keep it up. Nice.
Yeah.
So let me mark
Um,
that as concentration and have it up. Nice.
Yeah.
And then so this is also coming at you, Blazer.
Yeah, so I'm actually also using same power name, Elemental Protection, but I'll be using my own energy power to have a barrier around me. So I'll spend 5 focus on that. And since it's less than 10 points of damage, I just absorb the shockwave with no damage taken.
Okay. And then both of you guys' protection is still up.
Yeah.
So for movement, I mean, he's not gonna move. He's only concentrating right now on Storm Shade. And with that, it is Blazer's turn.
All right. So I'm gonna try and shut this guy down like we did with our first baddie. I've already forgotten her name.
That was Demolisher.
Demolisher. So I'm gonna try Elemental Prison um on this guy. So basically I'm gonna try and trap him in a cage of energy. So I'll make an ego check to compare against the agility defense of the target.
Okay. The agility defense, and he gets a -2. Wait, was that? Yeah, that's only on agility checks. Yeah.
So that's a fantastic 15.
Okay,
Should
let
be
me see if I have.
17.
Let me see if I have anything.
Is he brawling to where he can use his melee instead of his agility? Big dudes like that usually are. Like, does he have the power brawling?
He actually does not.
That's interesting.
And I think with Enrage, or sorry, with Berserker, his agility
Oh, I'll
is
lose
yeah,
five
Their
minus
focus as
agility
two.
well.
defense is
Yeah,
-2
Yeah.
and I lose 5 focus. I got you. My bad.
at the end of his turn. Yeah.
Okay. And yeah, that is enough to hit him. I was trying to see if he had anything, but he does not.
And I meant to click the other button to roll the attack for ego.
That's
You can
But
do.
it'd
You can
be-
just do
but
the
yeah, it's
calculation
just the math,
yourself.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
So, yeah,
6 times
6
whatever
times
minus.
6 times 4 plus 5, so that's 29.
You got
But
the
he's
damage
got
reduction.
sturdy. He's got sturdy 3.
Oh, you're right. You're right. You're right.
So 6
Um,
times 1
be six
plus
times. Oh yeah, be six. Okay, so be 6 + 5. So this should be
11.
11.
But it is
Uh,
fantastic, which
it's fantastic.
means
So he'll
a
take full
special effect.
damage and the special effect, which is blind.
So how much was the damage? Sorry.
So it ends up as 11 damage.
Okay. And then, so tell us how you did it.
So I make a cage of energy, and similar to how I did with the mobsters a while back, and with um Demolisher, just drop it on top of him and try and like keep this guy pinned in because we're clearly just barely chipping away at him, and he seems pretty dangerous once he starts rushing at us. So yeah, drop just a big cube of energy on top of him.
And with him taking the physical damage, he looks directly at you and he is focusing on you now.
Oh man.
He's got to try to break out anyway. So
All
you're good
right.
for at least 1 round.
So what you want to do? Your movement.
Um,
You may
I-
stay out of that stomp range.
yeah, I'm gonna move just take a couple steps back. Just whoa.
And so just to remember, he lost. Oh wait, I need to do an ego check to see if I actually focus on you. So you did 11 damage, right?
Yes.
So I actually
He
pass it,
passes.
and so he actually does not go berserk this time.
Does the berserk on me continue?
No, because it would have been on the next person.
So basically, I hit him. I hit him, and now he's come back to his senses.
Right. And then so now it is Blackjack's turn.
Noticing how the fight's going, I'm going to use my movement to start and go towards the line of cop cars on my right. Can I do is it vigilance or a logic check to see if there is a gas canister in the back of the car?
You can do it'll be a vigilance check to see because you're actually looking for something.
Okay, so I scored a 13.
So with you guys, that would have been target number 13. So yes.
So when I run over to the cop car after seeing the giant cage drop down on him, I have a spark of an idea. I run over to the cop car, bust open the trunk, and see a full gas canister. And then I'm going to cross my fingers on this and hope this comes up. Because if it doesn't, this is going to be so foolish. I pull out my deck and throw them in the air, picking another card at random. Spin, spin, spin. Man, luck be laid tonight. I got Elemental Burst. And so, Elemental Burst, drop that down in the chat.
Which element did you pick as well?
Fire is what I
Okay.
have it preset at. That's why I was crossing my fingers on that because the one right next to it was probably what do you call it? Hex probability manipulation. That was the one right next to it. So just barely made that. I'm gonna love this. Elemental Burst. The character makes a ranged attack against an enemy in the line of sight. The attack is a success. It inflicts regular damage. On a fantastic success, the enemy takes double damage, and the element type special effect.
Which
So
is a blaze. Yeah.
correct. I pull out Elemental Push, which is the Ace of Clubs. The card disintegrates in my hand, and my hand turns into this blue flame. Feels cool on my hand, looks cool. And so as I snuff that out, I reach for the gas canister and yell over to Stormshade. I've got an idea. Just trust me. It's about to get real hot over here.
Okay. So you have to make a ranged. So you have to make an agility check.
I'm not attacking it though.
Okay. So you're gonna
So-
hold. You're just gonna hold the gas can for now.
Yes, I'm going to, in fact, because I think if I'm right, I think I know Stormshade's skill set to be able to do this. Because it's only gonna work if the timing is right. And so he goes last. He goes right after me. So I only use one space of movement to get to the cars. So I have how much movement left?
What's your speed? I assume
5.
5. Yeah. So you got
Yeah.
4 more spaces to go.
So I'm going to actually go. Let's see. Is it line of sight or direct? Is line of sight. All right, cool. So I'm just gonna move up 3 spaces, putting me like catty corner to him, and I'm going to toss him the gas canister and ask him to cut the lid off. Actually, no, I'm not going to toss it to him. I'm going to toss it at our bulldozer and yell at Stormshade to cut the top off as it passes. Stormshade as it passes by him.
Okay.
It
he
won't go
cut-
through the barrier.
Oh yeah,
He's got the barrier
he
around
still has his
him.
barrier still up.
It
Wait,
can't go in or
So
out.
nothing. So it's a flat wall barrier. It's not like
Yeah,
a cage.
it's not like a one-way thing.
No, I
Yeah.
thought it was like a cage,
Yeah.
like it has holes in it.
No. Oh wait.
No, it's
So-
a solid thing.
Well,
I think.
Blazer has him in the cage right now.
Yeah.
Right. But is it so?
Yeah.
Is it
I
four
could-
wall flat or can
I mean,
there-
like, yeah, I mean,
It's kind of up
I
to
can
you,
make,
Blazer.
since I can make the cage,
You can open
Can
a
I
hole
make a
in
hole
it.
This
in
is
it?
kind of a
Yeah.
callback to our first scene where I dropped the car on the cage.
that's true, yeah.
So
So yeah, Blazer, it's up to you. You can create the hole in it.
Yeah, I'll make a hole in it.
wonderful.
Like I see what you're trying to do here.
We're trying to burn a man alive.
Well, sure.
He's a bulldozer. He can
I'm not
handle it.
burning a man alive. I'll tell you that right now.
So he's doused right now in, gas right now. Okay. So then, is that the rest of your movement?
Yeah, that's the rest of my movement.
Okay. Blazer's your turn. I mean, not Blazer, sorry. Stormshade.
Okay, so let me just get this correct here. The last time we did the prison, Demolisher couldn't throw her wrecking ball thing out of it. But now there's holes in it this time.
Well,
Right.
no, I'm making one, so I'm gonna alter its shape enough to let this through.
Okay.
Because the first time we did it was in the parking lot where we boxed in the bad guys and I dropped a car on.
I don't think that one had a top on it. But yeah,
But if there's no
I
top,
get what you're
then-
saying.
Yeah.
But still, like, as I see you throwing a thing of gasoline at a guy with a flaming hand on, I'm gonna say, like, I'm not setting a dude on fire, and like I'm not gonna cut it. I'm not here to set a living person, like, burn them alive. That's
He's-
not in the hero rule book for me.
He's in armor.
Which just makes it worse. It's gonna heat up the armor. He's gonna
It-
boil
it-
alive inside
It,
the
it
metal
reminds
armor.
it reminds me of the new season of House of Dragon when the dragon burned Aegon, and like it was all he was burned all inside his armor and everything.
If the
This
Human
is
Torch
bad
can take
news.
down bad guys, I'm pretty sure I could get away with it myself.
I mean, like all of our attacks, like we've hit him pretty hard so far, and he hasn't taken much damage. I'm not terribly worried about him dying right away.
I personally cannot set a dude on fire inside a prison and watch him burn. If you guys, that's moral code there for me. Not doing it, but you guys can. You can try. I can do damage to the guy. I got to hit him once and did damage. Like, I have a big enough multiplier and stuff. Like, I can do damage to him without setting a human being on fire.
So if that's the case, then I toss it past Stormshade, asking him to cut it. He refuses, but since Blazer's already opened the hole, the gas canister just knocks around inside the prison
I
next
thought
to
Blazer
Bulldozer.
had to open the hole on his turn. Because I'll stab
does
him
he?
if there's a
Oh,
hole.
I mean, that's kind of what I'm asking. Like,
So
Okay, so that's on the narrator.
kind of react to what's happening here, even though it's past my turn.
so yeah, I'm fine with that. Like you opened up a hole, the gas canister hit him, and we'll say that basically the top came off because the gas canister was not on there too tight, and the gas basically fell all over him or fell to not over him, it fell like around him basically. So there's currently gasoline on the ground around him.
I'm pretty much passing my turn. I've seen this prison thing completely neutralize another member of the wrecking crew. Until he breaks out of this, like, the fight's won at this point for me. Like, I'm not setting him on fire. I'm not stabbing at him. I'm like, He's in prison. Daredevil will show up and take him to jail, just like he did last time.
So with the I gotta look back up to the prison. How do
He
you
can
break
attempt
out
to
of it?
break it. He has to
Yeah,
get
so
over like 10 damage or something to break it. But he has trouble because he's blinded.
Gotcha. Okay.
let's see. Any attacks against the prison are absorbed if made against my power.
Yeah.
If an attack does more damage than the character's elemental protection power. Hang on, there's something
Which
about
is 10, right?
oh yeah, here we go.
Yes.
Attacks against the prison are against the character's ego defense. So his attacks are going against my ego defense.
Right. And he has, even if he does hit, which he has trouble because he's blinded, because it was fantastic. If he does hit and it doesn't do more than 10 damage, it does nothing. So he has to beat your ego defense with trouble and do more than 10 damage to get out.
Okay.
Long checklist of things there.
That is fine. So he is actually going to, so as he's trapped in the prison and the gasoline just was around him, he sees what's going on. He's actually going to, he's laughing at you guys. He's actually just going to use defensive stance. And so it's a concentration. Any attacks made against the character have trouble until they are successfully attacked in this combat. So anything basically, you guys. So the character enters a fluid defensive stance, hands posed, and parries counterattack. So basically, anytime you guys make attack against them, that attack is going to have trouble. Uh, so he just stands there and he just like folds his arm and he just looks at you guys standing there. Um, he's not even going to try to break out yet. And that is going to be his turn. And it's going to be Blazer's turn.
Okay. So I'm just gonna call out to him and see if I can persuade him to like knock it off. Like you're in a cage, you're trying to turtle, like we can wait you out and we can call for reinforcements. So why don't we just call this one done?
Okay, so
Like you
you're
you
going.
lost. Like we took out the wrecker, we took out Demolisher. Give it up. Or we
Okay.
might light you on fire.
Okay, so that'll be you're trying to convince him to do something, so it's gonna be an ego check.
Yeah. Say 20.
That is a 20. Okay. That's enough. So he kind of what do you want to say to him?
I'll say, look, like you're trapped, you know it. Um, give up. Tell us what's going on here. Is there anybody like so the police have already told us somebody else is inside, right?
Correct.
So like we know somebody's inside. Like, yeah, who's in the is it the hospital or
The
precinct?
the
Precinct.
precinct.
Yeah, who's in the precinct? I don't know, am I combining too many questions into one role? Like
Yeah, so no, you're
mainly,
good.
I think my concern right now is like I want him to like surrender.
Okay, you want him to calm down and just be chill.
Yeah.
He says, "You know what? You guys may have me, but my big bro, you guys won't handle him." So he calls out, "Hey, big bro!" And so as he calls out to him, uh, you see the doors to the precinct just kind of kick open, and you see someone come out. All right, one sec. You see him come out. Hey, yo, who's messing with my bro? No one messes with the Piledriver's bros. Piledriver, also known as Brian Philip Kalski, 6'4", weighing 310 pounds. His powers come out of the super strength category. As a teenager in the countryside, Brian turned to a life of crime more out of boredom than anything else. Brian initially infractions were minor, but over a course of a decade, he managed to build himself a solid rap sheet. Eventually, he was sentenced to an extended stay in a maximum security prison on Rikers Island. So you see a mysterious man comes out dressed in a red outfit, hair flowing out the top. How do you guys want to react to this?
Not the pile.
Is he somebody that our characters are gonna recognize?
You can make an ego check. With a
Ego or
target.
logic? This would be a logic,
Oh wait,
right?
sorry. I'm in logic with a target number of 13. So who wants to do that one?
I'm actually going to use one of my traits called connections. And in my earbud, contact Jay Fury. So I got to do an ego check to get a quick rundown on pile driving.
Oh, nice. Okay, I didn't know you had a. Okay, what is your connection? What does it say
So
in
when a character
parentheses?
knows someone with access to and knowledge of a particular field, the connection can be reported police officer, politician, mobster. By making an ego check, the character can call on their contact to provide help in form of clues, information, or resources. And then the narrator determines the, I guess, I don't know what
Yeah.
James stands for.
What?
Target
So
number.
what is your connection in parentheses?
I'm going to use Jay Fury.
No, no, I mean like, cause so like some people have connection like criminal or military. What is your connection? Does it just say connection in general?
He just has connections in general. So because Jay Fury is our point of
Okay.
contact, I'm going to use him in the Shield database because they got information on everyone who eats, sleeps, and breathes.
Okay.
Who is this guy?
Okay, so you can do an ego check. We'll bring that number down to 11 instead of 13.
Ooh, I wonder, can I stack? I was going to use this here in another turn, but I wonder if I can stack it on this one. So I also have another trait. It's called presence. Character knows how to command attention on demand. They have an edge on ego checks that involve getting people to pay attention to them or to voluntarily do things for them.
I wouldn't say that one's not gonna work here.
Okay, then I'll use it on Piledriver after. So I'll do you said, what was it, 11?
Yeah.
15.
All right.
So I'll reach out
So
to my earbud and be like, a man named Piledriver just walked by, Jay. Anything on him that I should be
yes.
aware of?
So Jay Fury comes over. He tells you Piledriver. He's a really bad dude. He's part of the wrecking crew. Real name Brian Polsky, 6'4", 310. And he does not mess around. He is a very physical guy. And he just tells you, if you can, avoid him at all costs. So
Ooh,
I assume you guys all heard that information. I'm actually going to add him to the combat now. And he calls out to Bulldozer and he says, "Don't give up. I'm here now." So with you kind of calming him down, he was ready to give up. And so now, with his big bro out here, he's like, you know what? I'm not giving up. Uh,
okay.
so let me add him to let me get him added right quick. And let me roll for him. 15. So after this round, he's gonna be right out there, Bulldozer.
Before we get started, and Storm Shade's not gonna like this, but Blackjack's been gone for a little bit, so personality's kind of shifted, and he'll notice it. Can I use my trait presence on Piledriver to get him to focus on me? And this is gonna be a little weird, but play with me for a second. Oh, I lost my little screen. Hold on one second. So I call out the Piledriver, who's amped up. He's jumping up and down. He's ready to get into some action. But Bulldozer's still in the cage. The hole's still open. I call out to Piledriver and said, before you get all full of stupid, I want you to think about something. And I immediately light my hand on fire and pointed right towards the cage. I said, do you want to hear your brother screaming?
He tells you he's fearless no matter what. Do what you need to do. But my bro is gonna be safe no matter what.
How foolish.
And with
So it's Bulldozer's turn, right?
no, I think we're still so that was Blazer's
Yeah,
turn.
we're top of the order
Oh, we're back at the top?
because I passed my turn. Because Blackjack
Well,
threw the
it's just
gas.
No. He
well,
just
no,
he just tried to get him to calm down. So now it's Blackjack's turn.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
wait.
used my turn
So?
to get him to calm down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So now
Dude,
it's Blackjack's
you
turn.
pinky swore you were gonna give up.
He's a pinky swirl. All right, so Blackjack, what do you want to do?
Man, I really hope he doesn't. I'm gonna do I guess it's agility check since I'm shooting something, and I'm gonna shoot into the box, setting him on fire.
All right, so it'll be an agility check.
Uh, I'm gonna use a reaction.
Hang on one sec. Hang on one sec. Okay, I was going to. Oh, I was looking at the wrong thing. Hang on. Trying to see if there's any reactions right now for. Okay, so actually, Piledriver is going to use. Uh, oh no, that's only he only gets an edge.
Mhm.
Okay, so yeah, what do you want to do then? Um, Storm Shape.
I'm gonna interpose and step in between the fire and a dude that is completely locked down inside of a prison that has no other options, and I'll take the hit.
Oh wait, I forgot. He's in defense stance. Hang on. So
Yeah,
any oh that's a close attack. Okay, never mind. So all right, so you're gonna basically step in between.
I'm stepping in between. I get to use my melee defense against agility attacks, and it's a 16. So I'll just step in between and like pretty much like knock the flame out of the sky with my sword. Said I am not in the business of setting a man that is in a prison on fire.
That's kind of heroic of you. I'm actually going to give you a point of karma for that. That's actually pretty heroic. And then so Blackjack, not Blackjack. Oh yeah, Blackjack. So you have your movement still, and you just pissed off Piledriver, and he is going to go at you. He yells out, "I can't believe you tried to set my bro on fire." I feel like this dude kind of looks like he says "bro" a lot, so I'm just saying "bro" a lot. That's
I
why
think the same thing. It's the like the hair that's kind of spiked up over the mask and
Oh, I
stuff.
know.
Like
I need to look at his personality. Like,
it was honestly with the Wrecker where he had a full-on personality and like quotes and stuff that you could look at. That was
yes,
really cool. I like that a lot. That was nice. I wish all of them had that, like just right there on the character sheet for you.
yeah, I
He's got
agree.
a demeanor of a good old country boy.
So yeah, looking at his personality, he's definitely the type to say bro.
I like it.
So yeah, he says, "Bro, you try to set my bro on fire. I'm coming after you." So now it is. Oh, did you do your movement already?
I'm not, but seeing Storm Shay's determination, I'm going to actually relocate myself diagonal back to my starting point,
All
keeping
right,
Piledriver still within my range.
all right. It is now Storm Shade's turn.
Oh, now here's the thing. I want to go after Piledriver. He's a bad guy. He's out. He's free. He's angry. But I know as soon as I move away from old dude in a cage, somebody's gonna set him on fire. So, being between a pimp and a hard place here.
And
Uh,
Blackjack is eyeballing you the entire time.
yeah. You know what? I'm sure he's got stuff like that too, so I can't do that. Stay frustrating. Yeah, yeah, I'm just gonna elemental blast at a pile driver. I'm not I'm not walking away. Um, so I'm gonna take an agility. Or wait, not elemental blast. I want to do elemental burst, which is the regular one. Yeah. So yeah, I just point my sword at pile driver and shoot electricity out at him. So let me roll that. Uh, 15, and let me see. No, I think signature attack is just if I hit with my sword, not the elemental burst. Yeah, so a 15 to zap pile driver.
That is not enough to hit, and you actually trigger one of his reactions. Wisecracker. You know how long I've wanted to use this. Uh, the trigger is the character success. Oh wait, the character succeeds in an attack. Ah, never mind.
No,
Dang
it's
it.
if an enemy in earshot fails an attack on them too.
The character
Yeah.
succeeds in an attack, or okay, my bad, or in earshot, fails an attack on them. The character cracks a joke at the
Oh,
enemy's
wrong one.
expense, make an ego attack. On a success, it does regular focus damage. On a fantastic success, the damage is doubled, and the target is stunned for 1 round. Uh, are you trying to use a reaction to that reaction, Blazer?
No, actually, I thought I had Wisecracker as well. I was just gonna throw it in the chat,
Oh,
but you,
my bad. All right, so
I
let's
clicked the wrong button.
see if I can get this to hit so I can crack a joke. 13.
And that's against my ego defense, correct?
Correct. Correct.
Yeah, 13 hits.
I get to make a joke. So he is hey, guy with the stupid hat. I can't believe you just tried to hit me. Sucks at shooting, huh?
I
And
protected your asshole brother.
so that one does 13 damage to your focus.
Okay. And elemental protection doesn't do anything against focus. It's just physical damage. I don't think I have anything for that. Yep. I can take focus damage for days though.
All right, and then you have your movement.
Oh, I'm staying right here.
Okay. So now we're back to the top. Bulldozer's he's still in defensive stance, but he's tired of playing. He's gonna do so I have to make a what type of check is it again against your thing?
You have to try
Just
to break it.
any damage. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
Any
trying
sort of
damage, but
damage.
it's against my ego defense.
Okay. So he's
And it's
gonna
at trouble, and it has to be over 10.
okay. So he's gonna try to punch at it. He's tired of being in here. He actually has a permanent, which is Mighty 2. Oh, it's already calculated. Character is 2 sizes bigger for lifting carrying. They also
Yeah,
have
that
plus
should already
2.
be on the character
Okay.
sheet.
All right.
Or
Yeah.
mine is, at least.
Okay. So he's gonna punch at it. Does 18 and has trouble, so I'll re-roll the 6.
Nice.
15.
And my ego defense is a 15.
Oh,
So, yeah.
dang.
So he busts out of it and he says, "You thought that little puting thing was gonna hold me." And so for his movement, he's actually going to go after the one who, try to put him on fire. So he's gonna run directly at him. And he's gonna just stand there menacingly looking at him. So that's gonna be his turn. Piledriver. He's going to also uh, uh he's going to take off running first. So yep, so that'll get him right up to Blazer. And he's going to use Smash. So the character, so 5 or more focus. So initially it takes 5. So I'll calculate that. And then the character makes a close attack with an edge. For this attack, add +1 to the character's melee damage bonus. For every 2 points of focus they spend on a success, they inflict total damage. Fantastic. It takes double damage and stun for the round. So he's going to actually spend. He'll spend 10 more focus. So if it actually hits, it'll do +5 more damage. So it'd be a melee check. Ooh, a 20.
That definitely hits.
And then, so that'll do 26 plus 5.
But I still have my elemental protection up.
Oh, you're right.
So
Nice.
I absorb all of that damage.
Ooh,
It does, but it does destroy my protection.
So yeah, he comes running up right to you, and he just stops right in front of you, cocks back, and just like take double fist and try to smash you on the shoulders. But of course, you had your elemental protection up, and you just hear like an echo. Just he hits you, and it just like like echoes out as if it was like a massive hit. Of course, you took no damage, and then he just kind of looks at you, and that is his turn. All right, Blazer, you're up.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go with I'm gonna try and put. I know we just had his brother, or had the other guy bust out of my elemental prison. But I'm gonna try it again. See if I can lock Piledriver down for a minute.
Okay. Ooh, nice. 21.
21.
Wow.
So that's, and this time since it's not fantastic, I
Doesn't
see.
blind them.
Yeah, it doesn't blind him and doesn't actually do damage.
So does it just trap him?
Yeah, it just traps him.
Okay. So yeah, there's nothing he can do right now. You just kind of stopped him in place. I assume. How'd you do it?
Yeah, so after he came up and tried to smash me, fortunately I had my barrier still up. So I just, yeah, uh the energy prison seemed to hold the other guy at least for a couple of rounds, so I just drop one on top of this guy too and see if I can just limit how many guys we got to deal with at once.
Okay.
Uh, so in my head, I see that as like you throw up, just like your arm and like your shield thing pops up. He hits it and it like shatters into pieces, but those pieces just immediately form back
Freeform
into a
around him.
prison and like swarm around you.
Nice.
That's actually pretty dope to
That's
say.
a great visual.
Yeah, for real.
That's the first thing that popped in my head. It was like, oh shit. No, take that and use it against the guy and like trap him back inside. That's what I like the elemental things. It's like there's so many weird, just flavory things you can do.
All right. So what do you want to do now?
Kind of like last time, I'm gonna take a couple steps back and I'll probably move. Yeah, I guess I'll be in between a little bit between him and what's the other guy? This is Piledriver and
Bulldozer and Piledriver.
Yeah.
Bulldozer. Yeah, so not directly in between them like in a straight line, but like um
Yeah, I see.
out of like melee range of both, but roughly equidistance between the two of them.
All right. Go ahead, Blackjack.
Storm Shade's gonna cuss me out after this. After watching Blazer box in Piledriver, I peer around the shoulder of Bulldozer and then look kind of give a side eye to Storm Shade and kind of give another look over my shoulder looking at Blazer, then right back in the eyes of Bulldozer and just let a big ass sigh out. You know, for a tough guy, you really don't know how gas works. And I'm gonna hit him with an elemental burst of fire, like right in front. So I guess he's direct. There's not really a way for me to miss. But is it an agility check?
Yeah, it's still gonna be an agility check.
And with him directly in front of me, just the question: do I have an edge on him? Because he's like within arm's reach.
No.
In
Nope. Okay.
most like
Hang on.
RPGs,
I don't think
doing
you
a
can.
ranged attack,
Yeah, you have to be at least two spaces. I had to look it up right quick.
yeah, doing a ranged attack in melee range is usually a bad thing and makes it like harder to hit, not easier to hit.
And I think, and I'm pretty sure you have to be at least
I don't
two
know if that's in
spaces
this
away.
game or not, but
It is
Let me look
not. Let me
up.
put my elemental burst up there real quick. It's just line of sight
Yeah, hang on, I'm looking up agility right quick.
because a burst is not a laser. Anybody seen Full Metal Alchemist?
Yeah, I know what you're talking
Yeah.
about.
Well, yeah, there's about to be some Mustang shit happening right now.
Okay, so you are trying. So okay, so you're doing an agility check, right?
Yes, since I'm not able to. I mean, my hand's on fire, but it's gonna be a burst from my hand directly in front of him.
Okay, and then did you already do your roll?
I have not 16.
So no fantastic. So 16 and actually you're going to have trouble because he's still in defensive stance. So any close attack made to them, you are close to me, is going to have trouble until they are successfully attacked in this combat.
Oh, so he just maintains defensive stance even after movement?
Yeah, so it's a
Interesting.
power he's concentrating on, so he can concentrate up to 3 powers.
Okay. So I'll reroll again.
Yeah, reroll the 5.
14.
and that is still enough to hit. So, and then he's actually not going to take any damage once again.
It's okay because he doesn't need to take damage because of the gasoline setup earlier, and no one
So,
ever said it didn't because I think you
yeah,
said it splashed him. So that
I'll give it to you.
immediately
So
he
it
immediately is
is
ablaze.
he's ablaze, which is a status effect. Let me pull it up so I can read it. Which I don't know why it didn't pop up when I typed it. Oh, I forgot the L. So there's a way for him to put it out, so we're good.
Okay. I saw his other thing where he can't be knocked prone, but there's a way to come out of being ablaze, which would put him
So
prone.
ablaze is and a Blaze character loses 5 health at the end of each of their turns until they die or the condition ends. The characters can use water, fire extinguisher, or other methods to put out the fire. Anyone, including the victim, can smother the fire out by rolling or let themselves be rolled on the ground, requiring an action to making a successful agility check of target number 10. So,
So as I do my looks around the corner and I look at him, saying, "You really don't know how fire works, or how gasoline works." I put my hand out right in front of his chest and say, in the words of a friend of mine, "Flame on," or release the elemental burst of fire, setting him ablaze. And then I'm going to use my movement to jump back. See, I got 5, 2. Are these squares? It's hard to see in the parking lot. Hold on. 5. Actually, we're gonna do this. I'm gonna move back over by the police car. So he's set ablaze right now, and I jump back after setting him on fire.
so can you make an agility check with a target number of 13?
Narrator's got something up his sleeves. 16.
Yeah, so that was enough. So because you're so close to police officers just now and you set them, that fire just went off, they almost got burned. They kind of ducked behind. They need to back up, so they backed up or moved over just a little bit more.
I was wondering why the cops were still on the scene. I thought you said that they went to go help civilians.
No, no, they went to go hide right now.
Oh, okay. I got you.
And then now it is Blazer's turn. I mean not Blaze, Blackjack. I mean God dog. Storm Shade.
Wow.
There's like having kids.
One of you do something. Yeah. Um. So he's in prison over there. Big far try next to me. Yeah, I'm just gonna go attack him. You said earlier that is he rank 3? Is that what you said earlier? I
Which
have
one?
a power, the bulldozer cat down here.
Yes, he's rank 3.
Okay. Um cool. I am just gonna move here, swing my sword at him, and then I'm going to use a reaction to use 5 focus, so that puts me down there, and use combat trickery, which just gives me on anything equal or higher rank than me, I get an automatic fantastic. So that becomes 6, so it's a 20 to hit, and I get.
You're also going to have a trouble as well. Wait, the okay, I assume hang on, let me see.
Or I actually have an edge too that I can use. Oh,
So the edge and trouble are gonna cancel each other, but you use combat
yeah.
trickery to automatically do that. So
Yeah, combat
okay.
trickery gives me a 6 or a 1 in the middle, which counts as a 6. So my total is going to be 20. I have an edge because of signature attack. I'm using my sword, so I get an edge.
But it's
You
gonna
give
cancel
me
out with the
trouble
trouble. Yeah.
because of defensive stance. So does a 20 hit?
20 does hit, yes.
Okay, and he's got sturdy 3. So
Correct.
it's 6 times 2. So 12 plus 6 is 18 damage. But what does my weapon do? I forgot. Where'd it go? I'm electricity. So he's stunned.
And I'm pretty sure he drops concentration as well. So how much damage did you do? Sorry.
It was 18.
Okay.
Because I just did a regular slash, it doesn't like double damage or anything like that. I don't think.
No.
It's just on a fantastic success, inflicts my element special effect, which is light or electricity, which stuns for a whole round. So he can't do anything on his turn.
Okay. That also going to trigger his berserk again.
Berserker, yeah.
So it'll be an ego check with a target number of 18. And he goes berserk, but he's kind of stunned in place right now
Yeah. He's angry, but he can't move.
and on fire.
And on fire,
All right.
which we're going to have a talk about.
We'll get back to the Quinjet. Uh, okay. So then it is back up to his turn. So he can't take any actions, right?
Correct.
Okay.
And
So
did
he
you
can't.
already knock the 5 points of health off of him already?
It's going to be at the end of his turn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I don't think he can't. He can't take any
I'm
actions.
pretty sure
He
stunned
can
you
take
can't do
anything.
anything.
Okay.
Let me look real
Yeah,
quick. I
right,
should have
so-
looked this up beforehand. Stunned. Any powers the character is concentrating on end immediately. They cannot take any actions, and all attacks against them have an edge. Unless otherwise specified, those last for 1 round. So
Okay.
it's 1 round. They can't take actions. They can do reactions, but they can't do like move or take actions, I think.
Okay.
But actually, it doesn't say anything about moving. Stun. It doesn't say like. I guess he can still move. He just can't take an action unless moving counts as. I guess it's a
Yeah,
move
action.
action.
Action is a movement. So movement is under actions.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's stunned. That's fine. So his turn is going to end and he's going to take 5 damage. So he's just sitting there just cooking. Okay, so it is now Piledriver's turn. He's also stuck in there, huh?
Yep.
Yeah,
He has to
he's
try to
stuck in a
break out.
cage.
Okay. So yeah, he tells you think this little thing is going to hold me and he's just going to do a good old-fashioned punch at it. Um so he takes a swing at it.
That'll do.
Yeah.
Yep.
Busting out of it, and then for his movement, he got to go get his bro. Let me see how far he can get.
But I mean, as long as you can spend focus to pretty much, he has to use his attack action to get out of that. That's still pretty solid.
Yeah.
But once you run out of focus, that's real bad. So, give and take.
So that's actually his turn. So it is now Blazer's turn.
All right. Yeah, so I'm gonna fire my elemental burst at Piledriver as he's heading towards Bulldozer and Storm Shade.
You would have an edge on Bulldozer if you shoot at him because he's stunned.
And on fire.
But fire doesn't change anything.
I just like saying it.
Yeah. We're going to have a talk about dousing people in gasoline.
Yeah, that's true. I guess I'm not gonna be able to stop. I'm not gonna be able to stop Piledriver.
Personal thought, you get an edge, and we've been trying to chip away at Bulldozer for a minute.
Yeah,
I
that's
think it's
true.
better to
He also has the
focus
damage
one
reduction.
guy. Focus one guy and then try to get him unconscious and then go after the other guy. Unless you want to just start
Oops.
prisoning everybody, then do what you want to do. But you do get an edge
Yeah.
if you attack Bulldozer.
Okay, yeah, I'll shoot it. I'll take a shot at Bulldozer then.
Okay.
Um,
So you're gonna take a shot at him. He is no longer concentrating on that power, so you're good. And that's enough. With an 18.
Nice. 6 times 2 plus 5.
and then with an edge,
Oh yeah, I forgot you're getting the edge, yeah.
Oh, you should have did the middle one. Because you already hit with an 18. You could try to get a fantastic.
True.
oh, that's true.
Okay.
It's all good
well.
though.
So that is 6 times 2 plus 5 again. Yeah.
17.
So yeah, 17 is enough to hit.
There's 17 damage.
Yeah.
Oh,
Eight-
oh, oh.
Yeah.
18 to hit, 17 damage.
Okay.
And now he has to do the berserk thing again.
I don't think he can because he's still stunned. Oh, actually, yes. Actually, I'm
Yeah, it
tripping.
does
I'm
every
tripping.
time he gets
Yeah, I'm
hit, I
tripping.
believe. Yeah.
Yeah, physical damage, and yeah, he goes berserk.
Yeah. So now he's got to
Luckily,
come after you.
yeah.
But I'm going to hit him again before then. So he'll be all right.
And then what do you want to do for your movement?
I'm gonna stay put.
Weenie Hut Jr., you don't want to move around, huh? He tells you.
Weedy Hut Jr.
I know he's been watching SpongeBob too.
I love SpongeBob. So good.
Okay. Go ahead. Blackjack.
I'm going to stay where I'm at and shoot at him again with another elemental burst.
With an edge still.
Yep, that one will have an edge. So you got an
Oh.
11.
Did it
Reroll.
3 times.
Why did I do it
Twice?
3 times?
I don't know
Oh,
why.
you got a fantastic on your first one.
Oh, the one
And then
where I used that
you
one.
re-rolled it, and then you did an edge on the one that you re-rolled.
Oh, I think what do you call it? What do you call it? I pressed it once and it didn't load on my screen, so I
You
pressed
got
it
a
again.
19 on the first one with a
Yeah.
fantastic.
So the 19 hit.
Well, and
Yeah.
I got an edge roll again, right?
Well,
But
you still
does
take
it
the
matter?
highest. You take the
Yeah.
highest of the two.
It can't get better than what you got. You already
Yeah.
hit, and it's unless you get a 6 on the right, then it's a 616, and special 616 stuff.
Let's try it. Nope. Four.
It's all good. You still hit, still don't do any damage, but it is fantastic. So he's whatever
Which-
fire does.
He's already ablaze. So
Yeah. So
Wait, so it doesn't do any damage?
no, because he has damage reduction.
yeah, you still do 6 times 0, which means
Even
no
while
damage.
stunned?
Yeah, because this is
Yeah.
permanent. It's a
Oh,
permanent.
it's just a thing. Okay.
It's just
gotcha.
like he's solid. So yeah, anything times 3 it's not going to do
Yeah.
anything.
So he's already on
Interesting.
fire as well.
So basically, I can't do no damage to this guy no matter what I do.
Yeah, the fantastic stuff like it's good, but for the most part, see, you might be better off shooting at Piledriver. Maybe he doesn't have damage reduction, but I know Blazer has a higher multiplier than 3.
So it is. Go ahead. Storm Shade.
My turn. I'm going to just. I wish Piledriver would have got one step closer. But that's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna attack him again. Same thing, pretty much. Do that. Already got a fantastic. I was gonna use my thing, but I don't need to.
And then who are you attacking?
Bulldozer again.
Okay.
He's gonna be stunned for a whole other round because I got a fantastic, and he gets 6 times 2, plus 6, so 18 more damage, and he's stunned for a whole other round.
So tell us how you did it.
I mean, I know he can't move. I know he's been stunned, so I've pretty much am turned around looking at Piledriver come running at me and just kind of stab him without even turning and looking at him, just kind of stab him again. But keeping my eyes on Piledriver because I know he's the fresher combatant and he's real angry.
So Bulldozer, while he was like, stunned, he was, talking that shit, and his eyes just go white and he just passes out on fire.
And electrocuted and
Electrocuted and stunned. Yeah, so and the police are just like in shock right now what they just saw.
can I use one of my reactions to put the fire out? Now that he's unconscious and on the ground,
Or
I don't want him to keep running.
You have to get a target number of 10.
On what?
What did it say? I think it was.
Can we have one of the cops run to one of their cars and grab a fire extinguisher?
Well, that's why I moved back towards the car. My movement was strategic. I was waiting for him to pass out.
It'd be an agility check of 10.
Oh, well, my agility's not very good, but I'll try, I guess. I just don't think he should keep burning while he's unconscious. Another fantastic. Yeah.
So yeah, you basically, which I assume you just pat it out.
Yeah.
You stomp him out while he's unconscious.
Yeah. I use my duster to kind of knock the flames out.
Fan the flames, make them bigger. What?
No. The leather duster puts flames out. It's flame retardant. That's what it does.
All right. Uh, Piledriver.
Can I use my movement to go
Oh
towards
yeah, sorry.
Piledriver?
Yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
I don't want him to have a head of steam running at me. I know Bulldozer had a thing. Like if he was running fast, it was bad. Or somebody did at one point. I don't think it was Bulldozer. Cat, you were doing something weird here.
Okay. Did you do your movement?
Yeah, I just moved over towards
Okay.
Piledriver. Literally like 2 steps.
Okay.
That's it.
Who would like? Who would like to make an agility check? I'll give you the target number. Just tell me who wants to do it.
Mine's 5.
Mine's
Yeah,
just
that's
2.
all, that's
That's
all
all
you,
you
man.
guys.
I'm a 3, so
Okay.
All right.
So make a target when your target number would be 16.
17. Look at that.
Fantastic 17.
Okay. That's fine. We will continue where we was at. All right.
Oh, we
so
don't even get to know what it is? That's spooky.
Yeah.
so yeah, he is going to. So it's Piledriver's turn. He is going to go. He's heading after the guy who basically put his bro on fire.
Yeah, I tried to get in the way.
He's still got to use an extra space and movement to get around you. So
Yeah, I don't think he could go straight through me. I don't know. Some games you can, some games you can't.
Oh,
I
okay.
wonder, is there anything in the notes about explosive damage?
I mean, there's grenades and stuff in the game.
Yeah,
So.
I think most of the time you get knocked back. I want to say.
Interesting. So I know, like in like regular D&D, if you're going to like a forest that has vines in the ground, you have trouble with movement, right?
Difficult terrain.
Difficult terrain. So like if that's the case in regular D&D and Marvel D&D, having elements that can explode around you, would that do damage on top of damage? Like I'm not attacking you, I'm doing indirect.
I
So if
don't
you're
think it's
standing-
a thing in the Marvel game.
Oh, like if you're standing next to like a
I mean,
an
there's
oil
terrain.
tanker, it doesn't blow up, and you like
I mean, you can blow stuff up, but it doesn't affect
it
like
doesn't do any
difficult
damage.
terrain type stuff. I don't think it
Well,
does
does
anything
would
like
it would
that.
it do damage? I guess like if you stand
Yeah,
next to an oil
yeah.
tanker, and you blow it
it'll
up.
still do damage. Yes.
Yeah,
Okay,
for
gotcha.
sure.
So for his he has a permanent, and I didn't use it last time, but he has jump 1. So the character gains jump movement as a mode with a speed equal to their run speed, so they can jump the distance in any direction. So he's
Wow.
actually going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's going to jump 5
Jumps
spaces.
over me.
Yeah, he's going to jump over him. So that's one jump, and then he's just going to walk right next to.
Does jump not use his movement?
Jump is that is his mode of transportation. So kind of like flight.
But flight uses your movement.
Yeah. Oh,
So he would only get 5 spaces no matter what.
Yeah.
Right.
So he jumps right here. Let me make sure I was right here. 1, 2, 3, 5.
Yeah, that would be 5. So
Yeah.
he would still be 1 space away from hitting blackjack, which is good.
Actually, take that back. He's not going to jump that direction.
Wrong guy.
You move.
Oh shoot, my bad.
Damn, blackjack, you fast.
I'm pretty quick.
My bad. So he was right here, right in front of you. So 1.
Yeah.
So he's actually going to jump the other way, and he's going to use double movement. He just saw his bro get taken out.
Oh, he's running. Oh, hold on a minute.
So he's going to try to escape. If you guys can't manage to get to him before he escapes off the map, he's going to actually escape.
I can get to him.
Oh, I got a cage for that.
All right. And that is his turn. So he is basically 1, 2, 3. He is 1 turn away from escaping.
I can go 30 spaces. I can get there. We're good.
And it is now Blazer's turn.
Blazer. Lock him down.
Let's see. Let me look at this is my elemental prison.
5 times your rank.
15?
So 15.
So 15
Yeah, so up to
spaces.
15 spaces. And
You're
I'll
9
do it.
away from him.
yeah. Yep. Let's lock him down again.
Yeah. Even if this fails, I can still I can teleport 30 spaces so I can get to him. 17 versus his melee or agility defense. What was it? We've used it so many times. I still forget.
I know. I literally keep
I
forgetting too.
forget every time.
It's against his
Agility defense.
yeah, agility defense.
And what did you get? A 17?
Yes.
And yes, that is enough. So he's actually going to. Oh wait, no.
He's not grabbed. He's
Yeah,
just
he's not
inside a
grabbed.
thing.
Yeah, never mind. Yeah, so he's grabbed. So he's currently trapped right now.
The prison, man. Who would have thought the prison was going to be MVP of the campaign?
I think I had to get it to get to something else in the power tree.
And now it's the best thing we've used. So good.
Okay, so he's kind of stuck in his spot right now. Do you guys think you can defeat him though? If he breaks out and uses his movement.
You said we just had to get to him before he got off the map.
Yeah,
right?
but you never said
I
we had
can
to defeat
move
him.
farther than him,
Okay.
so he can't get away from me.
So if he's technically
End of story.
captured, isn't that mission successful?
Well, he's
I mean,
just
he can
captured
still
right now.
break
He can
out.
still
and keep
break out.
fighting.
Yeah,
Okay, I
he'll
got
break
you.
out next round.
He could never get out of my range unless I go unconscious or something. My
Yeah,
movement
so-
is way superior to his.
Yeah, and I'm actually not gonna move any closer to him.
Just in case he has a
Yeah, 'cause
AoE or something.
I've seen him bust out this once already.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna hang back and
Just
I'll
be
let you
ready to do
teleport
it
closer
again.
in. Yeah.
All
I
right.
like it.
Go ahead. Blackjack. You far too.
Hmm.
I don't think you can get that far. You can shoot a long ways though. How far
Yeah,
can
no,
you
mine.
shoot?
I don't have a range limitation on elemental burst. It's line of sight, so and it's an open parking lot.
Yeah, but if
There's
there's
a range to it.
Is there a
yeah,
range
so
on agility?
at 21 through 40, it
Okay.
gives it trouble, but anything past 40 spaces won't hit.
Yeah.
Uh,
So you're 16.
It's going
So
hit.
yeah. So yeah, you're still good.
You can still shoot at him.
Hmm.
But he's inside the prison, so
Yeah, there'd be no point in that.
yeah.
Let me see.
No, you can still fire to go ahead and do the damage. Break the prison.
Damage to the prison. Yeah. Hey, Blaze, open another hole real quick. You know what? I'm gonna be a little menacing. I'm standing next to a different police car. I'm gonna do another vigilance check to see if there's another gas can in there.
All right, so this one's gonna be a little bit tougher, and you're gonna have a target number of 15. There's gonna be a vigilance check.
12.
All right, so you look inside and you don't find anything in this one.
Awesome. So, because I have a trait quick learner, if it ever comes to my turn again, I get an edge on that next check.
Okay.
But that's just an edge
Or
to find it if there's anything in there.
No,
yeah,
yeah,
there could
so-
just be like you roll the perfect roll and there's just nothing there. It's
Well,
not
no.
a guaranteed success no matter
correct,
what.
correct. But if he sets a number for it, I get it, and I actually pass the success. It doesn't mean it's actually in there. So because I didn't
Yeah.
find anything, I'm going to actually walk to this car on the end and stay there. And I'll end my turn there
Okay.
because I don't have a lot of movement speed anyway.
All right. So
Teleport
it
to the
is-
other side of him.
He's talking that trash. You pop right in front of him. He wants to grab you so bad.
You're not getting away, dude. You're not.
Okay, so there was your movement. So what do you want to do for?
Probably nothing. I'll just wait for him to get out. Because I don't want to hit the prison. I don't have anything that'll do anything to him inside the prison. I can't ready in action, which is frustrating. Being a D&D guy, I want to ready in action to hit him if he breaks out. But I mean, I don't think there's anything else I can dodge, attack, grab, escape, help. Yeah. Yeah, I just move over here. If he gets out, I would like to hit him, but I don't think readying in action's not a thing in Marvel. So,
All right.
but if he tries to run, I'm gonna keep chasing him. He's not getting away.
So, of course, it's Piledriver's turn. I mean, he's gonna have to. He's got to break out.
He's
So
got to give up or fight, one of the two. Running is not an option.
okay, so of course he's gonna try to punch his way out of it. So it's gonna be a melee check.
Nope.
Nice.
No, not enough.
13. Wow, not enough. Uh, so he literally just punches and nothing happens. Who would like to make a vigilance check?
I'll do it since
I
technically
gotta,
I have an edge on him.
Who? No,
it
this
has
is
to be
just
the
this.
same
This is gonna be just a general vigilance check.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, never mind.
I have a +4,
Yeah, I'm only 2.
but
So
I mean,
okay,
okay, how about this? If it has to do with the building, I think Blackjack should do it because he can see the front door of the building. If it has to do with outside, I'll do it because I have the highest vigilance.
I'll let you guys choose.
Well, does it have to do with the building?
Um,
Is it
Mhm.
inside or outside? That's all. Only
it's
question I
gonna
need
be
to know.
outside. It is outside.
Okay, then I have a +4. So unless you
Yep.
just want to do it, then you can do it. But
No, that's all you, bro.
So target number is gonna be 13.
Yeah, that's all you.
oh no!
Wow.
I know,
You know
right?
what? For shits and giggles. Damn, I wouldn't have mattered.
Okay,
Ah.
nothing happens.
No, no.
Wow.
Good thing Blazer didn't do it.
It's
Nobody passed the check. Okay. All right. So it is now. Blazer, did you go? Who just went? Blackjack.
No, I haven't
I
gone
did.
yet.
I teleported over there
Oh,
instead,
Piledriver did.
and
Piledriver
he tried
get
to
out.
break
Yeah.
out and
Yeah,
didn't get
Blazer
out.
is
So
your
it's
turn.
Blazer's turn.
all right. So yeah, so he's trapped. I guess I'm gonna try and do just like with Bulldozer. I want to see if I can convince him to surrender.
Okay. Sort of ego
An
check.
ego check.
19.
19.
Okay.
Like, look, we've shut down the rest of your crew. You're trapped. You've you're not gonna be able to punch out of this, even though I know he probably can. If he keeps trying long enough. Or actually, no, he may not be able to. He doesn't have the melee that Bulldozer did. So yeah, man, give it up. We got you.
1 second. Let me check something. Okay. So you're giving him the speech. You're telling him to give up. It's getting pretty dark outside right now. What I told you guys about 6, right? So time has just been going since the fight going. It's getting dark outside. Who would like to make another vigilance check? Same
I
target
bombed
number
it last
13.
time. Somebody else can go this time.
All right. Why not? Nope. Well, technically, isn't it combat still?
Yes, we are in combat. Yes.
17.
I mean, you have the same plus on both of them, so the 12 would still be.
Oh, okay. I mean,
You have +3 on both. If you had a higher plus on combat, then the reroll might be okay. But I feel like that's cheesing it a bit.
you stick with the 12. Don't bother me.
Okay. So you're trying to talk him down. You look up. You guys kind of hear footsteps real close by. You guys look around. You look to the roof, and you see Daredevil just kind of standing there. He does a flip down, typical, Daredevil stuff. I assume he does like a backflip, and he swings around a pole and lands.
Parkour.
Oh yeah, something real athletic, and he hops right behind Piledriver. He tells Piledriver, "Go ahead and give it up. We have you surrounded. There's no need to fight back." Piledriver knows when he's defeated. I assume you guys are telling him the rest of the crew have already been taken down. They're already in custody. He's not getting away out of this. Piledriver tells you he knows when he's beat, and he sits down and he gives up.
Pinky
Anything?
swear? Pinky swear this time.
Yeah, he tells you he's no wins defeated, and you know that's it. While he's on the ground, is there anything you want to ask him?
Yeah, who's behind all this? Like what's what are you guys up to out here? Why is the crew all over the city just up to shenanigans?
So he tells you that, you know, they were sent by someone. He's not going to tell you that for sure. But they've been sent by someone to kind of do damage all over New York. They want to kind of cause a lot of chaos, to be a distraction.
I knew it.
He tells you though that because you guys defeated him, he tells you that the demolisher that you saw, that is not anyone who he knows. Daredevil kind of chimes in. He's like, "What do you mean by that?" And he tells you that, I don't know. She just came out of nowhere. She's saying that she was from Earth 56-438, and he is just like confused. He's not the brains of the group. Piledriver's not. You know, you guys already defeated the brains of the group. Um, but this demolisher literally came out of nowhere, and this isn't ours. And she kind of been getting into it with some of the other local heroes. She mentions Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur, um, and she is just not what she said she is. Um, so there's no criminal record of her. So Daredevil will try. He kind of contacts Jay Fury, and Jay Fury tells you like there's no criminal record. We have no idea where she came from. Or I mean, I guess he just told you where. Let me back up. Piledriver told you where she came from, but Jay Fury didn't have any idea about any of this stuff. So all this stuff started happening about a week ago. Magical portal just opened up out of nowhere, and she just came out of nowhere saying that she was part of the wrecking crew, but they do not recognize her as one of them. So that
Knew
is
it.
that is actually where we will end for today. So you guys stop the wrecking crew. You know, you managed to actually take down what, four of the members, and actually arrested this one. So
We
yeah,
just arrested Demolisher too. We didn't
oh yeah, I
because
forgot.
Daredevil
Yeah.
showed up
Right.
and you know,
So yeah, I
non-violent
forgot.
success.
And
Love it.
then, you know, next time you guys needed to ask Daredevil some questions, but you guys can ask him all the questions because Jay Fury sent you to ask Daredevil some questions, and we will talk about those questions next time we meet. So, with that said, hopefully everyone enjoyed listening to this one, and we are on a roll. The Wrecking Crew has been taken down. Did we come up with a team name for y'all? I can't remember.
We have not.
Okay, that'll be one of the things we'll talk about. So, until next time, we bid the audience an adieu, or whatever you said with that.